I guess I wanted to start by asking, you've been part of Midsomer Murders for a long time now. What keeps you coming back to the show?
I've been doing Midsomer Murders for, it'll be 10 years this year. I started in 2010. I started wanting to do it because I've always loved Midsomer Murders, and I've gone on doing it because I suppose I still love Midsomer Murders. Really, I love having a 2-hour show to do, and having the scripts that we have, the quality of guests that we get, the locations that we film in. The thing that I always loved about watching the show is the same as I still love about making the show, is that I think it's kind of fun, and I think it has very high production values, so it looks great, and it's kind of fun and entertaining, and I get to work with a lot of brilliant people, so there's a lot of great reasons for carrying on doing it.
Can you foresee a time where you might want to hang up your hat and say goodbye to the show?
I've got no intention of stopping doing it. I don't know what else I'd do. I think I'm in a very fortunate position. I think it's such a great show that one always assumes when you're an actor, you always think, whatever job I'm doing, it's going to end next week, and that'll be it. I won't work again. But no, I think that as long as ITV want to make it, as people want to keep commissioning it, as long as people want to keep watching it, it's a great show to do. So I can't imagine why I would. I think if I stopped doing Midsomer, I'd kind of stop doing things entirely. It's like Dr. Johnson said about London. When a man is tired of London, he's tired of life. I think when an actor's tired of doing Midsomer, he's tired of acting. That's pretty good. I'm pleased with that.
Great line. And John Nettles did it for 14 years, so you think you might beat his record?
Well, I think it was was it 13, 14? This year will be 10. Will be 9 series in 10 years. I don't know. I would never. It's weird as an actor, because somebody comes on and says, "Do you want to do Midsomer Murders?" You think, "Yeah, I love Midsomer Murders. I'll do that," and think maybe it'll be one series and then it'll be over, and then they come back and they do it again and they recommission, and you think, "Oh, great! Well, that's vindicated the people who had the faith in me to do it in the first place." The show's gone to a 2 series with me. That's great. And then you get 3, 4, 5, and it goes on, and then it's hard to imagine doing something else, really. So as I say, I can't see why I would leave. I can only think that sooner or later all good things come to an end. Sooner or later somebody's going to say, "It's been great, but now it's time to stop." Whether that would take me, I can't imagine. It's funny you ask that, because I think now it's 10 years and 9 series. When I started, I would never ever have thought it could go on so long. And now I'm looking at 10 years, I'm thinking, well, John has done it for 13 years. Maybe I would like to sort of catch up with John Nettles and think, I don't know. As I say, I can't imagine why I would choose to leave, unless somebody else chooses for me to leave, and then I won't have a choice. But no, I think I'll go on and on doing it for as long as it's fun, and it goes on being fun. It's a great show. It's a great show to do. Great writers, great scripts, directors, wonderful guests come in, great locations. If you're an actor working in television, it's got everything that you want to have in a job. Really, it's great. I'm very fortunate.
Do you get an indication that ITV is keen to keep on making it indefinitely?
I don't know. I gather Kevin Liger, the head of ITV, said something, I think, in his Edinburgh television speech. He said something about, in the year 2030, Midsomer Murders will still be on a Tuesday night or something. The Midsomer Murders will go on. And I know that sort of said jokingly and flippantly, that's all we have to go on. I guess as long as people love the show and watch the show, I guess that's a good reason to keep on doing it. The recent episodes that have gone out, I gather, have done very well in the ratings and have had lots of people watching them. So hopefully that will persuade ITV to keep investing in the show and putting money into the show and letting us come up with great nutty scripts of murder and mayhem in the English counties, and we'll go on doing it and entertaining people for a little while to come.
Recent episodes have kind of gone out in the UK a little bit after they've gone out around the rest of the world. Do you know why that is, or
I don't really know why episodes go out in the UK after they've gone out abroad.
It seems a shame.
I know that there are fans of the show, the UK fans of the show aren't very happy hearing from fans in Sweden and Germany and Australia and America saying, oh yeah, we saw all that series last year. And obviously British fans think it's a British show and we're only just seeing it now. I don't really know why that is, other than obviously ITV, it's up to the schedulers at ITV. We make the show and deliver the show, I gather, and then the schedulers at ITV decide when they're going to broadcast those shows. And there was a bit of a hiatus when they weren't showing shows on British television, and then I think foreign distributors were saying, our audiences are clamouring for Midsomer, please can we show it? Because it used to be that I think that it had to be shown in this country before it could be shown abroad. And then I think because of this hiatus in this country, foreign distributors and broadcasters were saying, we need more Midsomer, you've got to let us show it. And then ITV said, okay, you can show it. So then it went out in various territories, like I think around Europe, Australia, and I think some broadcasters in America could show it. So then, of course, lots of people around the world have seen it, and British viewers haven't seen it. So when they got wind via social media that other people were seeing it and they were waiting another year or 2 years to see it, the fans were not very happy. Why ITV held on to it for so long, I don't know. That's way above my pay grade. I don't really know why that would happen. I think the only solution is that we film more episodes and we broadcast them more speedily to everybody in the world who wants to see them. Because, as you say, it's a huge show in Australia, it's the number one show, Germany, Scandinavia, all over Scandinavia, it's a big show. So, it's great. People love it all over the world and they just want more of it. So I think that's what we should give them.